Welcome back to Makeup Tip Tuesday, part 2 of last week's look. So last week I created this eye look, recapping, using Depuff and Prime, Salmon, the new Grit Stick in Blue, set with Rooted Green biodegradable glitter, and then Amped Up Mascara as our liner and as our mascara. Now, part 2, we're gonna do the skin and we're gonna add a lash because we're gonna go from everyday glam glitter to now we're gonna throw a lash on so you can see the difference of what that looks like. I also wanna show you what the peekaboo lashes look like. They are the ones that we currently have in stock and they haven't got some love, and I forgot how much I love these lashes. So, buckle up because we're gonna do some skin. We're also going to talk about blush. I've had a lot of people come in or message me that about Blossom being my favorite and how there is shimmer in it. So we're gonna talk about that. It just warms my heart to know that you guys are actually watching this and you guys are listening. So this is awesome. Let's finish this and we'll show you how to do a lash. So, okay, step 1. Okay, again, I do have my skin oil and my whipped moisturizer on as my primer, making sure my skin prep is on. So I am currently in number 4, mixing this down, putting it onto the back of your hand. So she's on her last legs. Whoopsies. We've been doing so many sample packs during Black Friday that I'm nowhere to lie. I literally just pulled this 2 weeks ago. I think during Black Friday sale, I pulled this. So I guess that would have been, I guess that's a month ago. Man, time flies. Anyway, when she's down, squeeze it. You can also open it, okay? And there's quite a few applications in there. I'm not quite my full 4, so I am gonna mix a little bit of MM5 in it. Okay, foundation brush. Best friend, okay? The brush bundles are now going to be a staple in MisMacK. We're gonna leave this bundle as we do have quite a bit of stock. So if you're still needing brushes, the sale is on now, guys. Christmas is past. We now have 20% off. It's the last sale of the year of 2025. So go on, take advantage. The brush bundles we will have until they're gone. So go over, and same with the Oops-a-Daisy gift with purchase. So until those are gone, we're just gonna keep it going because why not, right? Show the love, share the love. So if you didn't get brushes under your Christmas tree or in your stocking, go over and stock up now because it's $160, 48% off, plus it's 20% off right now. So yeah, go take advantage. And you get a free Oops-a-Daisy. Okay, let's do the thing. Foundation. We're gonna pull down, and we're gonna load. So this brush has been through the ringer. Sorry. But goes to show, this is what will lift before this comes apart, okay? We really do put them through the ringer. Okay, you're gonna pull down, you're gonna load. It's really important with our foundation, less is more. Less is more. You can always add, you can't take away. Remember, she is silicone free. Having that moisturizer underneath, so our skin oil acts as a primer, okay? You can also do a couple different things. 9 ingredients, okay, that's it. You can mix it with your oil, okay, and so if you've had your foundation for a while, I'm gonna say past like the 2-year mark, you might find that the water has evaporated a little bit and she's a little bit dry. Put a drop of oil into the back of your hand, mix it in there, and that will reactivate it. You can also create your own BB cream with any of our moisturizers, mixing that in. Now, remember, our proprietary ingredient is derived from the fatty acids of coconut oil. It is what's also in every single one of our skincare. It's also in every cream product, including the grit sticks. Okay, it's like, it's a drink of water for the skin. So it's really important that if you are not using our skincare, don't use a silicone-based product. It's because it's gonna ball up, it's not gonna sit the same. But we wanna avoid using silicones because it's like putting plastic on your skin. We want it to breathe, okay? And then it gives us professional performance. Okay, I am my full 4 now. Just kidding, I am my full 4 now. We're going into winter. We're just gonna go with it. So applying all over. Okay, when you get to your forehead, doesn't really matter what direction you go, as long as you're starting in the center. And then I do like to kind of go into the inside here if that's a little too peachy. Now that I am my full 4 with Salmon. Okay. And blend down. Okay, I might just add a little bit of 5 to this. just a little bit to warm up the center of my face. So if you're feeling that your full winter is not quite where you want to be, add a little bit of either your transition color. So I can be 3 colors, MM7, full 7 in the summer, and then I go to a 5, and then I go to a 4. So I have a transition color between spring and fall that I'll mix in there. Okay, just to give me a little bit of warmth. But notice I'm not taking it down here, okay? I don't want to affect this. I'm just warming up the center of my face. That is important. And I'm doing more of a stippling motion, so pressing that into the skin. And anywhere that I might have a little imperfection, because that's normal skin, we're going to pat and build up that coverage. Alrighty. We're gonna go in, we're gonna do my cheat way of doing the under eye brightener. I'm gonna take the large crease brush. I'm gonna go right into my salmon. I'm gonna go right into and over top of my dark circles, patting it gently, very gently. This is just my cheat way. If I have someone who's a little bit more textured, don't do this, okay? Mix it with your Gaia Gloss or mix it with your foundation too. If you're finding that Gaia Gloss is just moving on you, you're applying too much Gaia, or it might have too much oil to go with your skin, so your skin isn't absorbing, okay? So then mix it with your foundation, and then that will create that perfect tone and that texture for you. It's just a matter of playing with it. Obviously not everyone is the same. And then if it's too peachy when you do this, go over top of it with your foundation and stipple it over. I know we've had massive amounts of requests for pre-mixed concealers. One day, guys, one day. I get it. I totally get it. So it is something that is on our vision board for the next 3 to 5 years. I know that sounds like a long time, but we're gonna build up the sports color cosmetics side first. Okay, now we set. We're gonna set with the blur setting powder. I'm gonna show you my trick for making sure that this doesn't move underneath here. So as we mature, the skin folds out. You can even see that there, okay? This piece of skin, sounds lovely, will touch and move oils up onto both parts of our lashes, and that's what makes the mascara move. So even though it is sweat proof, transfer proof, you still need to set the oils properly to make sure that there is no transfer from your natural skin oils onto the mascara, okay? The way to do that is with the blur setting powder. So I'm gonna pick up with the large crease. I'm gonna go right underneath my lash line and pat that. I know where my dedicated section is. It's usually right here. And that's, I can actually see where my skin moves up when I smile and when I talk. Maturing's fun, okay? I'm gonna lightly go back and forth right into there. Okay, notice I'm not taking it down into this texture. I'm going right underneath my lashes and pressing it in. Okay, now we'll do the rest of our skin. So making sure it's on the back of the lid, a little bit, go in with your powder brush, pick up, tap off, push it into your palm. We want to avoid oversaturation of this. We don't need a lot of powder. It's just a very light dusting. See how it just blurs everything out, but my skin still looks like skin. This is what sets our foundation so it stays all day. Now, if you don't like the blur setting powder, that's okay. Okay, make sure that you are using the products that you like on your skin, or if you're a little bit shiny just in this area, pat, pat, pat your T-zone, you can leave this totally fine. You just have to make sure that if you are going in to do your blush, your bronzer, your contour, it is best to have a veil of powder over top of the areas that you're gonna go over with any pigment. Because if you don't, what will happen is you'll get a hot spot of pigment because it thinks that you're trying to set that cream and you're not gonna be able to move it, okay? So that is really important. And if you take your little finger and go over, you can actually feel that veil and you can feel where it's tacky too. So that's a good little trick. I'm saying this because now we're gonna go into our contour and I wanna make sure that I have that veil of powder, all right? Very light, you don't need much. This seriously should last you 1.5 to 2 years, nowhere to lie. Also, great dry shampoo. One ingredient, ethically sourced cosmetic grade silica. There's no fillers in it, so you need very, 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 very little. Okay, contour, okay? You all know the routine. We're gonna sing it together. We're gonna pick up, shade Kamloops. We're gonna wipe off. We're gonna go into the tragus. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go up, and we're gonna go under. That's it. Okay, out, straight. Okay, I'm hugging underneath, and then temple out and under. Okay, pick up, wipe off, into the tragus, straight out, and up, and under. Done. Blush. Let's get into blush now. Okay, I love that you guys are actually watching these and following along and learning so much. So a lot of people in the first one we brought back Makeup Tip Tuesday is Blossom. That is in my personal face in the case. I love this one so much, but you can see she has shimmer to her. I'll actually swatch her onto the back so you can see. Okay, you can see that it has shimmer. Now, I just turned 40 and I do find that I still have pretty good skin texture around here. If you are someone who does have a little bit more dehydrated skin or a bit more mature skin and texture onto the cheeks, avoid shimmer, please, because you can even see it on the back of my wrist. It has enhanced any of that texture. It's going to do the same onto your cheeks, okay? I'm going to show you how to use Alluring. So your staple ones, if you are in that genre of switching to makeup, mattes are your best friend. So You Make Me Blush is the one that I designed for bridal, for like just to give that life back to the skin. It's nice and peachy pink, but not too much. Again, pure pigment, so making sure that you have the soft blending brush is key. The other one is Alluring. Alluring looks really brown. I have a chunk of makeup on my on my thumb. Good times. Okay, so Alluring looks brown, but it actually goes on more of a rosy neutral, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put it here. Now, I know that looks dark, but see where it's starting to blend here? How pretty that is? So you can use it on the eye, or when we blend it out, it's such a beautiful tone, also really great on the lips. Jessica Rae's like absolute favorite. You can kind of see it doesn't really have shimmer. It has a little bit of a glow, not a shimmer, okay? Very important. Okay, we're gonna take our soft blending. We're gonna pick up. We're still gonna dust off, okay? We're gonna smile onto the apple of the cheeks, and we're gonna blend back. This is a really, really great color, especially for fall. Picking up, see I'm still dusting off because you can always add, you can't take away. And back. Now, if you find that you applied too much, go in with your blur and blend it out. Alluring is just a really, really great staple. This is a really good one. If you're looking for that shade that you're like, I just want one shade that does it all, that would be Alluring. Alluring will be your all over shadow. Alluring will be your cheeks, and Alluring wet on your lips, which I will do that for you for this Makeup Tip Tuesday. We'll quickly put a lash on and I can show you how to do that. But see how it still adds a glow to the skin, but it's not like mattifying. That is important. We still want that glow. Our binder in our shadow is a jojoba oil. So it's not a traditional like chemical binder. It really does nourish the skin as you're using it. They're just fabulous. So think of it as pure pigment in a pan, less is more. Okay, we'll do some quick brows. Quickly, I'm going to use an angled brush. You can also use a lip brush. I'm going to stone, we're going to pick up, we're going to wipe off in the back of my hand, and I'm going to lightly go into here. Again, I'm not a glam brow girl. I just like a nice, soft, defined brow. I'm also very lucky that I have hair on my brows. If you don't, use your Depuff and Prime to create a gel. I'm actually going to get Jessica Rae to do a Makeup Tip Tuesday for you because she doesn't have any hair on her brows and she is microbladed. So she goes in and uses shade and depuff to take away the ashiness. So because she's a redhead and then her brows go ashy, she wants to bring that warmth back to her. where the opposite, sometimes microblading brows can go warm and you want that ashiness of stone to neutralize it out. So I have it on my list to get her to do some Makeup Tip Tuesdays, which she's never done before and she doesn't know yet. So okay, lashes. And this is gonna be a long one, guys. I apologize. I hope you guys are loving this. I hope you're learning lots. Okay, these are our peekaboo lashes. I forgot how much I love these. So you can use them in 2 different ways, okay? This is what they look like on one band, or you can cut, let's see if I can do that here. You can cut right here, there, right there, and then you have 2 different peekaboo lashes. We've had a lot of requests to do some workshops in the new year. So yes, we will be doing workshops. We will be doing our junior workshop for the ages 10 to 11. We will be doing Mature 101 workshop, and we will be doing a peekaboo lash beginner workshop as well. So we're gonna put those 3 together for the new year, so stay tuned for that. Okay, now I have used these at least once. I have 2 sets here, okay? We're going to wiggle. You can use these up to like 30 times. They're amazing. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna put that band back to black with mascara. I do have a full 7-minute YouTube video. If you scroll down on how to do this, it is just right about lashes. And it goes through every step that I'm doing here, but I wanna show you what Alluring looks like on the lips. So we're gonna do this quickly. Okay. We're gonna make sure that that smile of the lash, okay, is smiling up to the sky. The shorter part is the inner corner, longer part's the outside corner. Smile of the tulle, see that? Smile of the tulle is the same as the smile of the lash, okay? Holding there, midpoint. We're gonna grab our glue. We're going to apply this to the back of the band. We're gonna let it set, okay? I'm using these as a full. During the workshop, we're gonna show you how to use them into 2s, because these are just a great way to add a little bit of oomph and to give you confidence on how to do it. And it's like a starting point to learn how to use your tool too. So Katie and I will lead those, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. Okay, I'm gonna go back and forth. I'm like manhandling this, okay? I am like really gripping. That's okay. You want to make sure you're gripping this, okay? We're going to flip so the deckhand sings up to the sky. The base of the band is coming down. I'm gonna line this up with my natural lash, and I'm going to apply this right to the top of my lash and hold for 5. And release, okay? I'm gonna take the tip of my tool and the midpoint of my lash, and I'm holding and pushing this inward. See how I'm going in? You can see the liner above the base of the lash. That's important. Now we're gonna take midpoint and we're gonna push this into the outside edge, okay? And now we clamp. Making sure that this is the right direction of my lashes, and we clamp to get the right shape. Makes such a difference. See? Right? They just kind of lifts. I love these ones because they're a little bit more feathery. So pretty. Let's do the other side. And that's how you can just change it from just a day smoky look to going into an evening. Just lashes just change absolutely everything, which is why we are going to do that workshop. So if you're in Salmon Arm, stay tuned, or within the North Okanagan Shuswap. We also have these through Zoom. So Katie's been doing a lot more Zoom lessons. We've had clients from Nova Scotia, we've had clients from Toronto, Winnipeg, hop on a Zoom lesson with us. This has been something that I actually started in my basement during COVID, and it's what really got me out of my basement and into my store here. So we're gonna start bringing these back. Okay. There is a bit of a system with that. So if you are not in the Shuswap area in Salmon Arm and you've been wanting to learn and you're loving MisMacK, reach out, because what we do is we go into a consultation first. We do a show and tell of your makeup bag. We make a suggestion of what we recommend to have for the lesson. You get 20% off. We do the lesson, and then you get another 20% off after for other things that you want to switch to. It's super fun. And then if we record it properly, you get a copy of the recording. So, okay. Here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And tip to down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here. The other thing that I've been wanting to do that's been on my heart is a MisMacK masterclass. Completely free. You show up. I'm going to teach how to do like either glam eye. I also really want to pull on the theater side of it and show how and what you can create with our grit sticks and MisMacK. It has really been on my heart, especially working with the Enderby School for when they did The Lion King. It was amazing. Okay. I'm going to show you Alluring now. So that's the lashes. These are peekaboos. I love them. Okay. We're going to go right into Alluring and a lip brush. No, I'm going to do Depuff and Prime first. Haha, sorry. Depuff and Prime. Back of your hand. Okay. I have Alluring on my brush. I'm going to mix it to create a stain effect. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Okay. I know. Mind blown. I'm going to go into here. So that is the same color that is on my cheeks. Depuff and Prime. I'm using the pigment pretty sparingly just to give a more staining effect. You can put Guy Gloss over top of it. You can leave it as is. But once it's on, look at that. Nothing. Okay. Oh my God, this is the last Makeup Tip Tuesday of 2025. Thank you all so much for everything this year. Looking back from Dragon's Den to not getting a deal, to the grit kits being cut, to not airing on Dragon's Den on cable, to the Riders switching to us, to the BC Lions, to the Stampeders, to the Blue Bombers, to now the partnership with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers that kicks off next year, to being part of the Grey Cup, to my investors who have come on board because you believe in what we're doing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you are one of a longtime MisMacKer or you want to be part of this, please reach out. We do have a bit of spots left. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being with me from the basement days to store days to now completely pioneering a brand new category of sports color cosmetics. We trademarked 5 applications this year for sports color cosmetics, about 4 different ways, and Gameplay Eye Black has been filed. Sorry, Gameplay, not Eye Black. Gameplay has been filed for trademarks. This is huge. So I'm so excited for 2026. And thank you so much for being here. I know I could probably rant on and really start to cry, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just say thank you. Again, we wouldn't be here without you. We wouldn't be here without your support, without your organic love of MisMacK. So thank you for being part of this. And like I say, if you are someone who's been watching and has been thinking about being like, how can I be part of this movement? Reach out because we do have some spots left. So thank you again. And here's to an amazing 2026.